Isolation often feels like abandonment, but what if it's a divine reset? Sometimes, being alone isn't punishment, it's preparation. In silence, clarity emerges, distractions fade, and your true self begins to unfold. These moments are invitations to grow, reflect, and discover strength you never knew existed. In this article, we'll explore how isolation is designed to build you, guide you, and empower your purpose. So don't despair. Transformation is just beginning. The reason behind isolation. Growth and reflection. But why does isolation happen? After gaining clarity from the silence, it's time to uncover the deeper purpose. Have you ever felt like life has paused, like you've been pulled away from the world? That's not a coincidence. It's intentional. Isolation often comes as a wake-up call, a chance to peel back the layers of noise and chaos and focus on you. Growth happens in the quiet. When distractions are removed, you're forced to face yourself, your strengths, weaknesses, dreams, and fears. It's uncomfortable but essential. Just like a seed buried in the darkness of soil, you're being nurtured in stillness to grow stronger roots. This is your opportunity to reflect on your purpose and the path ahead. What is holding you back? What changes need to happen? In isolation, these questions become unavoidable, but they also become the key to unlocking a better version of yourself. Reflection is a gift you rarely receive in the busyness of life. Think about how often we fill our days with tasks, people, and noise, rarely stopping to truly evaluate where we're heading. Isolation gives you that moment of pause. It allows you to reassess your priorities, reconnect with your values, and identify the things that matter most. This isn't a punishment. It's an invitation to realign your life. During this phase, you might notice unexpected lessons emerging. Perhaps you find strength in being alone or clarity in letting go of toxic relationships. Maybe you begin to dream again, setting goals that seemed impossible before. These revelations don't come when life is loud. They come when you're quiet enough to hear them. Isolation isn't here to break you. It's here to build you. It's uncomfortable, yes, but it's also the birthplace of transformation. Those moments of solitude are shaping your character, preparing you for the challenges and victories ahead. Growth and reflection are the reasons behind your isolation. It's a time to discover who you are meant to become. So, the next time you feel cut off or alone, remember this. It's not the end of the road. It's the beginning of a better path, one that's clearer, stronger, and truer to your purpose. Take this time to reflect, embrace the lessons, and trust the process. You're being prepared for something far greater. Spiritual perspective. Isolation as divine preparation. If growth and reflection are the personal gifts of isolation, what if there's a deeper, spiritual reason behind it? Have you ever wondered if your solitude is part of a greater plan? Isolation isn't random. It often signifies that you're being set apart, chosen for something extraordinary. While it may feel like loneliness, it's actually divine preparation for the path ahead. Throughout history and spiritual teachings, moments of isolation are seen as necessary transitions. Think of great figures like Moses, Buddha, or even modern leaders. They all face seasons of being alone before stepping into their purpose. Why? Because isolation refines you. It strips away distractions and forces you to look inward, allowing you to connect with a higher purpose. In this sacred space, you're not abandoned. You're being prepared. In these moments, you may feel distant from others, but you're being drawn closer to something greater than yourself. Solitude is where faith is built. When you have no one else to lean on, you're invited to rely on divine strength. It's in this quiet, often uncomfortable time that spiritual growth takes root. You start to realize that isolation isn't a punishment. It's protection. You're being shielded from influences or situations that could derail your progress. Divine preparation also requires patience. It's tempting to want answers immediately, to escape the stillness, but growth takes time. Think of isolation as the cocoon stage. A caterpillar doesn't transform into a butterfly overnight. It undergoes a silent but powerful transformation in solitude. Your journey is no different. This phase is about trust. Trusting that there's a reason for the wait, trusting that the struggle has meaning, and trusting that you'll emerge stronger and more prepared for what's next. During this time, listen. Pay attention to the lessons being presented to you. Spiritual preparation often comes with signs, whether it's clarity in your thoughts, unexpected opportunities, or the removal of toxic influences from your life. Isolation is a chance to realign with your purpose and deepen your connection with the divine. So, instead of despairing over solitude, embrace it. Recognize it as a sacred season where you are being molded, strengthened, and guided toward something greater. Isolation isn't here to hold you back. It's here to push you forward. When the time is right, you'll step out of this season with clarity, purpose, and a sense of alignment that could only be achieved in the stillness. Trust the process, and know that this divine preparation is leading you to your higher calling. Building strength in solitude. After understanding isolation as divine preparation, the next step is realizing its transformative power. Solitude builds your inner strength. When you're stripped of distractions and left to face life on your own, something remarkable happens. Have you noticed how challenges you once thought were unbearable now feel like stepping stones? That's the power of solitude. It forces you to tap into resilience you didn't even know you had. In solitude, you're left with no one to depend on but yourself. At first, this feels overwhelming, but it's actually empowering. It's in these quiet moments that you discover the strength of your own spirit. You begin to realize you can handle more than you imagined, and with each passing day, you grow more confident. This self-reliance is a skill that serves you long after the season of isolation ends. It equips you to face life with courage and clarity. Think of solitude as a gym for your mind and soul. Every moment you spend alone, processing your thoughts and emotions, is like lifting mental and emotional weights. At first, it's tough. You might struggle with doubt, fear, or even self-pity. But over time, solitude builds your endurance. You start to master your emotions instead of being controlled by them. You develop the mental discipline to focus on what truly matters and let go of what doesn't. Another incredible gift of solitude is the opportunity to build emotional resilience. Life is unpredictable, and you won't always have someone by your side to guide or support you. Solitude teaches you to be okay with that. It shows you that, even in the face of uncertainty, you can adapt and overcome. This resilience becomes your superpower, helping you navigate future challenges with grace and strength. Moreover, solitude strengthens your intuition. Without the noise of others' opinions and influences, you learn to trust your inner voice. That gut feeling, often drowned out in the chaos of life, becomes your guide. As you rely on it more, you'll notice how much sharper and more reliable it becomes. This newfound trust in yourself empowers you to make decisions with confidence and clarity. Solitude isn't about being alone. It's about becoming stronger. It's about building the kind of strength that comes from within, the kind that no one can take away from you. When you emerge from this season, you'll find yourself equipped with a new sense of independence, resilience, and self-assurance. Solitude doesn't weaken you. It prepares you to face the world with unshakable confidence and strength. Embrace it, and let it transform you. Recognizing the hidden opportunities in isolation after building strength in solitude, something even more profound begins to happen. You start to see the hidden opportunities that isolation brings. While it's easy to view solitude as a void, it's actually a space filled with untapped potential. The strength and clarity you've gained now become tools for uncovering new possibilities that may have been hidden in the noise of your everyday life. Have you ever considered that your isolation might be the key to a breakthrough? One of the greatest opportunities in isolation is the chance to reconnect with your passions and purpose. When you're not distracted by constant interactions or external demands, you have the time and space to reflect on what truly excites you. This is the perfect moment to ask yourself important questions. What brings me joy? What have I been neglecting in the chaos? Many people discover hidden talents or reignite forgotten dreams during their solitary seasons. Whether it's writing, painting, learning a new skill, or pursuing a long-lost goal, isolation provides the fertile ground for creativity to flourish. Another hidden opportunity is the ability to reassess and realign your life. Isolation gives you a bird's-eye view of your current situation. It allows you to step back and evaluate relationships, career choices, habits, and even your mindset. What's serving you? What's holding you back? This clarity empowers you to make intentional decisions and remove anything that doesn't align with your values or purpose. Isolation becomes a detox for your soul, stripping away what no longer fits and creating room for what truly matters. Solitude also fosters deeper self-awareness. In the quiet, you're able to hear your inner thoughts more clearly. This is an opportunity to identify limiting beliefs or patterns that may have gone unnoticed before. As you become more self-aware, you'll notice how this insight can transform not only your relationship with yourself but also with others. You'll enter future connections with a stronger sense of who you are and what you stand for. Lastly, isolation offers a powerful opportunity to innovate and plan. Some of the greatest inventions, ideas, and movements were birthed during periods of solitude. Think of isolation as your creative incubator, a place where you can dream big, strategize, and lay the foundation for future success. Without the distractions of the outside world, your mind is free to explore new possibilities and craft a vision for what's next. Isolation isn't just a pause, it's a reset, a chance to uncover the opportunities hidden within the silence. The key is to shift your perspective and see this time as a gift, not a punishment. What feels like a loss is actually an invitation to gain something greater: clarity, creativity, and the power to rebuild your life on your own terms. The role of faith and patience in isolation. After uncovering the hidden opportunities in isolation, the next challenge is holding on to faith and patience as you navigate this journey. Recognizing opportunities is just the beginning. Trusting the process and staying grounded during the waiting period is where real transformation happens. Have you ever felt like you're doing all the right things, yet nothing seems to be changing? This is the moment when faith and patience are your greatest allies. Faith reminds you that your isolation is not without purpose. Even when the path ahead is unclear, faith helps you believe that every step is leading you toward something greater. It's the inner conviction that this season of solitude is temporary and that it's working for your good. Faith allows you to see beyond your current circumstances, helping you trust that the struggles you face today are shaping you for tomorrow's victories. It whispers to your soul, "Hold on, your story isn't finished yet." Patience, on the other hand, is what sustains you in the waiting. Transformation takes time, and impatience can often lead to frustration or despair. It's easy to feel stuck when progress isn't visible, but patience teaches you to embrace the slow growth. Imagine a tree growing its roots underground. It may seem like nothing is happening on the surface, but beneath, it's building the foundation for strength and stability. Your journey in isolation is much the same. Faith and patience also work hand in hand to quiet doubt and fear. When you're isolated, it's easy to question yourself. Am I on the right path? Will this ever end? These thoughts can be overwhelming, but faith reassures you that every delay has a reason, while patience helps you endure without losing hope. Together, they create a sense of calm, allowing you to focus on the lessons and growth of the present moment rather than worrying about the future. This period of waiting isn't just about enduring, it's about preparing. Faith helps you trust that something beautiful is being orchestrated behind the scenes, even if you can't see it yet. Patience helps you use this time wisely, encouraging you to continue reflecting, building strength, and embracing opportunities. Both remind you that every season has its purpose and that rushing the process could mean missing the blessings that come with it. So, when isolation feels heavy and endless, lean on faith and patience. Trust that the stillness is part of the plan and that the time you spend waiting is not wasted. It's in these moments of quiet surrender that true transformation takes place. The journey may be slow, but the destination is worth it. Hold on, your season of growth is unfolding, and it's preparing you for something extraordinary. Turning isolation into empowerment after embracing faith and patience, the final step in your journey through isolation is transforming it into a source of empowerment. When the waiting ends and the lessons take root, you'll realize that isolation wasn't a detour, it was the foundation for your next chapter. But how do you take the experiences from this season and turn them into strength? This is where empowerment begins. Empowerment starts with owning your story. Instead of seeing isolation as something that happened to you, recognize it as something that happened for you. Every moment of solitude, every challenge, and every revelation was shaping you into someone stronger, more resilient, and more self-aware. This mindset shift is critical. By reframing isolation as preparation, you take control of its narrative, turning it into a source of pride and power rather than regret. The strength you've built in solitude now becomes your greatest asset. You've learned to rely on yourself, to face discomfort, and to grow through it. These qualities make you unshakable. When life throws challenges your way, you'll no longer feel the need to seek external validation or support. You'll know that everything you need to overcome adversity already exists within you. This kind of inner confidence is rare and incredibly empowering. Empowerment also means using what you've learned to inspire and help others. Isolation can be a lonely journey, but the lessons you've gained are valuable. Sharing your story, whether with friends, family, or even a wider audience, can help others navigate their own periods of solitude. By doing so, you transform your personal struggles into a beacon of hope and strength for others. This act of giving back is empowering in itself, as it reminds you of the growth and resilience you've achieved. Isolation also unlocks your potential to redefine your life. When you emerge from this season, you have a fresh perspective on what truly matters. Use this clarity to make bold decisions, pursue your passions, and align your life with your values. The time spent in solitude was a gift, allowing you to break free from old habits or relationships that no longer served you. Now, you can move forward with purpose and determination. Finally, empowerment is about embracing the person you've become. Isolation may have left scars, but those scars tell a story of survival, growth, and transformation. You are no longer the person you were before this journey. You are stronger, wiser, and more capable. This realization is the ultimate form of empowerment. So, as you step out of isolation, do so with confidence. Use the strength, wisdom, and clarity you've gained to create a life that reflects your truest self. Isolation wasn't the end of your journey. It was the beginning of your transformation. Now is your time to shine. We hope this journey through understanding isolation has touched your heart and sparked a sense of purpose within you. If this video resonated with you, don't just keep these lessons to yourself. Show us some love by hitting that like button. Your support means the world to us and helps us create more content that empowers and inspires. We'd also love to hear your thoughts. What's your take on isolation and growth? Drop your opinions in the comments below. Your voice matters, and we're excited to connect with you. And hey, don't stop here. We've got plenty of other powerful videos waiting for you, packed with insights, motivation, and life lessons that can truly make a difference. Check them out, and let's continue this journey together. Remember, you're never alone. We're in this with you every step of the way.